Hi everyone, welcome to the Nightly News. I'm Sydney Stevens.
And I'm Kyra Koch. Furman Engaged on Tuesday was a huge success. There were more than 700 student presentations.
Alexis Hildenbrandt covered the event for us.
Furman Engaged is an impressive event where students can showcase their hard work, which includes research, internships, digital media production, art exhibitions, study wave programs, and so much more. This gives every student the opportunity to present their passions and goals through hands-on learning experiences. This summer I worked at the Patterson Children's Hospital. I was a child-like intern, so kind of like what child-like specialists do. They're here like for the children, not as a doctor, not as a nurse. So for as my job, I just got to go to all the rooms and help introduce myself, be like as a resource for them. I play games with them, do some arts and crafts. I got really good at Connect 4. Happy to challenge anybody anytime. Basically just kind of being there with the kids and working with them.
Amidst the hundreds of presentations taking place during the day, there was another really tasteful event called the International Food Festival.
It used to be a really big thing before COVID, and we're really excited to bring it back. It's a way for us to really highlight a lot of culture, especially at our school, because we have quite a bit of international students, and be able to share that culture through one of our favorite things, which is food. So today we're showcasing many different local ethnic restaurants, and it's been a great way for us to give back to the community because we are supporting local businesses.
Furman Engaged is a true testament to Furman students taking advantage of higher education opportunities. It's such a diverse and immersive learning experience, and it was so nice to be back in person to enjoy this day.
Congrats to everyone who presented their work at Furman Engaged. We have so many talented students here at Furman, and it was so fun getting to see what everyone is passionate about.
Looking to switch up some artwork in your room or apartment? Well, we've got something just for you. The Furman Art Department Student Sale is taking place on Thursday, April 21st and Friday, April 22nd from 12 to 6 p.m. in front of the art building. You have an opportunity to buy some art because they want to find new homes for the pieces by the end of the semester. Art students have the opportunity to share their work with the Furman community.
Hi everybody, I'm Kevin Cow, Assistant Professor of Art. Come check out our art department sale featuring works by students, including Jackson Shaner, who's making some of these wonderful pots, as well as Annika Conley and Caroline Bass. The art sale will be on Thursday and Friday, April 21 and 22 from 12 to 6 in front of the Rowe Art Building. Hope to see you there.
This event would be a great and inexpensive way to redecorate and fill your space. Go check it out in the art building next week.
You all know what an issue parking is sometimes.
Caroline Brickle talked to many of you who are having some parking problems.
As you can see here, the 30-minute spots, also known as student parking, is full. This is an ongoing issue on campus. Let's see what some Furman students have to say about it.
It's pretty frustrating considering the fact that lots of times being an athlete, I've only got, 30 minutes to eat coming from class or workouts or wherever. And I'll pull into the dining hall. There may even be some Furman faculty or workers parked in our dining hall spots that we only get probably 8 to 10 spots to park at. And I can't even park there, so I don't get lunch, and I've got to go to class or my workout or my next meeting, and I'm out of luck.
Parking here is awful. We can't even park in front of our own locker room. We have to park on the other side, and even then we have to get special permission.
It's not fair that we only have certain places we can park. There's no time to walk from our apartments, especially people that live off campus. And then in no time you're guaranteed to get a ticket if you parked in the wrong area. So I get why the rules are in place, but I feel like there definitely needs to be some change and some leniency to it.
As you hear from students, parking is an everyday issue. I talked with Chief Milby about some of the issues that were said, and this was his response.
They probably need to park in the chapel lots or in their residence hall lot, their assigned lot, and then walk to the dining hall. I know that that's not always convenient. And again, I recognize that our students have very, busy, tight schedules, and they often don't have time to walk 10 minutes and then to eat and then walk 10 minutes back to their car if they need to be someplace else. But just trying to juggle the needs of 2,500 students and the employees that serve them and is a challenge, and we definitely try to manage that. And we do, we, especially at the police department, we recognize that our students are our central focus. Without students, there's no need for any of us to exist, right? And so we really want to cater to the needs of students, but also we kind of recognize that, like I said, even if we converted the whole dining hall lot, it's not going to be enough.
Chief Milby and the rest of Furman Police are always willing to talk to students about their ideas about resolving issues with Furman parking policies.
They encouraged feedback from you, so feel free to talk to members in SGA or Chief Milby.
This summer and through next year, Furman will be partnering with the Organic Project to help provide women on campus with free period products.
Carly Hart has the story.
Have you ever gone to the bathroom during class with nothing on you and realized it was that time of month? Your immediate reaction may have been to text a friend for help. Now with Furman's new partnership with the Organic Project, you can avoid this issue and embarrassment. TOP will provide free period products.
It's a woman-owned, sustainable company that supplies organic period products. So they make pads, liners, tampons they have a cardboard applicator, but then also a biodegradable applicator made from sugarcane.
After a 2016 advocacy project in Dr. Nair's WGSS 230 class and many students on campus advocating for free period products in the academic bathrooms, they were finally able to find a program which would give them the ability to reach their goal.
So we have an official launch event, April 22nd on Earth Day. You'll see us outside on the Joseph Vaughn Plaza. And so over the next couple of weeks and into the summertime, Facilities is going to be working with us to implement these free period product dispensers and include also some signage about making sure that people have access if they need it outside of just a moment's notice, in addition to flyers around campus that are going to be popping up in the next 2 weeks or so that you guys will definitely see.
Don't forget to join them on the 22nd at Joseph Vaughn Plaza to learn more about the Organic Project and look out for the new dispensers in the summer and the fall.
We all know how important bees are to our ecosystem. However, very few people know how Furman is contributing.
Neci Harris went to see what the buzz is about.
As we know, bees are an essential part of our environment, and a few students like Jackson Lehman take the time to take care of these small essential workers to help not only them, but ultimately our entire community. Jackson Lehman is a freshman biochemistry major who started beekeeping with Furman after he expressed his interest to his advisor.
I asked him, is there any clubs or anything that has to do with beekeeping? And he told me about a club that had recently gone under due to lack of funding and a lack of interest and the population of bees really dying off and it becoming inaccessible. So I decided to get in contact with Laura Bain, who is over at the She Institute, who connected me with a man named David Manning, who is the Dean of Facilities here at Furman. He was able to tell me all about the bee population that he had restarted here, and the two of us, along with Mrs. Bain, basically restarted the Furman beekeeping program here.
The Atlanta native has been beekeeping for around 5 years now, but his start began as an unusual surprise.
I started when my dad brought home a colony of bees as a Mother's Day gift to my mom, who really likes honey. And he thought that I guess you put bees in your backyard and once a month they deliver a nice mason jar full of honey to your doorstep. After he realized how much work was involved, he said, all right, Jackson, it's your work. And ever since then, I've just been learning and learning and learning to be able to understand how bees work.
Jackson said that before they restarted the club, the bees were dying off in the winter of 2019.
They ended up not having any resources and just died throughout that winter.
Lehman says that David Manning was the one that rescued 2 hives to replace the ones lost.
And over that summer, he kind of just nursed them through that fall and winter to where we pick up now in the spring of 2022, where we've got 5 hives that are created all off of those 2 hives being successful and reproductive.
When I asked him how important Furman's bees are to the Greenville community, I was quite shocked by his reply.
Crop yields in Greenville are around 40% of their total possible yield due to just a complete lack of pollination. By reviving that source of pollination directly for our farm and for the other farmers in the Greenville community, we're able to sustain ourselves by solely bringing that crop yield back up to an acceptable level.
If you're interested in contributing to the incredible work at the bee farm, or just want to meet the queen bee herself like I did, email jackson.lehman@furman.edu.
Neci said that Jackson is actually allergic to bees.
Really? How ironic. It's a good thing that he carries those antihistamine capsules.
Greenville has hundreds of restaurant options to choose from, and choosing one when you want to eat off campus is often a surprisingly difficult task. There's one restaurant that I think deserves some attention because it's actually owned by Furman professor Dr. Lori Nelson, and it's become my new favorite brunch spot. I spoke with Furman student Ann Heaton Sanders, and she told me about her role at Oak Hill Cafe and what makes the restaurant so special.
At Oak Hill Cafe, I am the social media manager and intern. I have the power of the Instagram. I just take a lot of food pictures and write captions and post it on there. I help with Visit Greenville information, so I've been helping them advertise their restaurant across Greenville and making brochures and just helping spread awareness for Oak Hill Cafe. I think that Oak Hill is super unique because it is not in the middle of the hustle of downtown Greenville, as hustly as downtown Greenville gets. It is located in a quiet spot, unlikely spot, but has all the charm of like restaurants that you would visit downtown, but is hidden away and private.
Oak Hill Cafe's location unique, but so is their food.
They have a farm right behind it, and the farmer's top, which has a beautiful view of the farm, and they serve local wines and beers on tap. And then in the restaurant, there is brunch featuring those hyper-local ingredients from the farm and from within like a 60-mile radius. And then dinner, and the dinner is always super exciting.
Those pancakes looked so delicious, I'm hungry just looking at them. I'll definitely be stopping by Oak Hill this weekend. FUSAP has an exciting week of events with their spring concert happening this Thursday. You still have time to buy tickets to see Tanashi in Timmons Arena at 7 p.m. Also on Thursday, right before the concert starts, there will be a pair of tickets raffled off for an Olivia Rodrigo concert on May 9th. With less than 2 weeks left of class, there are only a few opportunities to get your CLPs in. On Tuesday and Thursday at 6:30, come out and see 6 different TEDx speakers recreate their talks in McEachern Lecture Hall. On Wednesday, April 20th at 5, you will get the opportunity to hear the story of sweetgrass weaving from Keisha Kennard while her mother weaves a basket on stage in Patrick Lecture Hall. Also on Wednesday at 6:30, you discover how our culture's narrow definition of masculinity is harming boys, men, and society in Burgess Theater. And by the way, you can check out our own Alexis Hildenbrandt award-winning story on the history of sweetgrass baskets. We'll have a link attached to this show on our YouTube channel.
This is an important week for Greek life, and there are many ways you can make a difference. Kappa Alpha Psi is hosting Kappa Week, which allows the fraternity to get their name back into the Furman community after being gone for 10 years. They are hosting different events every day to raise money.
I think it's really important for Furman's community, honestly, just to promote Black Greek life. It's definitely something that is integral to a lot of other schools that isn't as integral here, but I think it's really important to help foster community amongst the Black community here, but also just introduce people to different culture than what is custom and standard at Furman.
Make sure to come out and support Kappa this weekend. They have a fundraiser at St. Jude's on Instagram, and they have a CLP in Burgess Theater about Black Greek life on Wednesday.
Thursday is Pi Kappa, and Friday is a special secret event that you have to contact a Kappa about to be a part of. We hope to see you all there.
I personally have loved everything that the Kappas and AKAs have brought to Furman's campus.
Me too, Kyra.
As the year comes to a close, Furman has been looking forward to next year by welcoming acceptance students into their annual Furman Forward event.
We've sent our Dalton Arnette out on the street to capture all the fun festivities in this edition of Dalton on the Street.
Are y'all excited about Furman? Woo! Hi, today we're out at Furman Forward, pounding the pavement, wearing my Furman gear, going around seeing what people are doing at Furman Forward and seeing how they're getting new prospective students interested in Furman. So come on, let's go. So hi, what's your name?
My name is Claire Cooper.
Hi Claire. Okay, so who are you representing today at Furman Forward?
So currently I'm representing admissions ambassadors at Furman today for Furman Forward.
Cool. Okay, so what's the goal for today for admissions?
Okay, so the main goal for today is really just to showcase how amazing Furman is and like how the different ways that you can get involved, but also just highlight some of its amazing features to try and be like a further selling point for prospective Furman students who have already been accepted but haven't yet committed. The goal is to get them to commit.
Cool. Thank you. What are you promoting, and what do you hope to do to draw the students in?
We are promoting communication studies, and we are just talking about the major and what's exciting about it.
And what is exciting? Besides doing this, what is exciting about it?
The classes, our professors, and how awesome everything we do here, and the nightly news.
Okay, so what do you hope will draw students into Furman through this Furman Forward? Like, what is your goal? What is your game plan? Come on, you can tell me.
Okay, my game plan is also, down there's tons of academics. Like, you get to know, pick your major, whatever. But I hope as students come through Furman Forward, they realize that, there's also fun things to do on campus, whether that's through activities that FUSAP provides or anybody else. So it's good mix of both worlds, I would say.
Cool, so you're selling the fun.
Yeah.
That's all we need. Hi, Duval. Okay, so Duval, who are you representing today at Furman Forward?
Representing Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated.
Cool. So what's your goal today at Furman Forward? What's the game plan to get students interested?
My game plan to get students interested is just to, show them what Kappa's about. I've made table and signs and different things, just so that, prospective students and committed students will understand what Kappa's about. So when they're on campus in the fall, they'll give our fraternity a chance and give it a look and hopefully join.
Hi, what's your name?
Adam.
Hi, Adam. Where are you from, Adam?
Fort Mill, South Carolina.
Cool, that's not too far. Okay, so how are you feeling about Furman so far?
It's a really nice college, great campus.
Those are very two true things. Okay. All right, guys, here we go. Some people about to commit to Furman. Well, there you have it. Just a taste of Furman Forward. We hope to see everybody in the fall and can't wait for next year.
It looks like a lot of fun out there.
We hope to see all those commit to Furman have as much fun as we have had.
Wow, committing to Furman seems like a lifetime ago for us seniors. And meanwhile, we have a prospective student, Lexia, in our studio today with us.
Hopefully soon she will be in our seats. Hannah Cook talked with some seniors to see how they feel about their time wrapping up here and how they have changed since committing.
Looking back on freshman year, it feels like 10 years ago, but also like yesterday. I kind of wish that we had more time, especially since we got sent home for COVID. But I think through all of the crappy tests and exams and stress of the pandemic and having this uncertainty of jobs or grad school after graduation, I think that Furman has made me super well prepared for the real world. But it also, because we have such a tight-knit community, it's going to make me miss everyone so much because we live in such close quarters and I see these people every day. And so it's going to be definitely an adjustment after graduation. But it kind of feels weird because we're at this pivotal moment in our lives that we've literally gone to school every single year since we were 5 or 6 to make it to this moment. And so it's kind of bittersweet because you have been learning and growing up until this moment, and of course that's still going to happen, but it feels like the end of an era or something. It's kind of strange, I think, to have your entire life dedicated to this moment up until this point and then just kind of have it be over. So I definitely am going to miss Furman and my friends because I can't imagine going to another school and having the experience that Furman allows you to have.
We are excited to see where life takes these soon-to-be alumni, and as a senior myself, make sure to not take any of your time here for granted.
Another thing we shouldn't take for granted is our athletes and the hard work they put in. Kyra, what's happening in sports this week?
Southern Conference play is in full swing for spring sports, and the Paladins are seeing great success. Here are some scores from this week. Starting with women's tennis, they served a full sweep, winning against Stanford 7-0. On Sunday, the Ladies again had a full sweep victory against UNC Greensboro 7-0. Men's tennis also found victory against UNC Greensboro, winning 5-2. Unfortunately, they lost to ETSU Tuesday 1-6. Softball had an intense weekend against the Bears this week. They fell to Mercer on Saturday 0-1 and then 2-3 in their doubleheader. However, they finished the weekend strong, defeating the Bears 4-2 in their game on Sunday. Women's lacrosse also had some difficulty against Mercer this week, losing their game 4-17. There has been a lot of change in the past 2 years within Furman lacrosse, from the loss of the men's program in 2020, the loss of coaches, the addition of new coaches, changes to practice facilities. Furman women's lacrosse is used to change. This season marked another big change for their program. Founded in 1983, the Southern Conference consists of 10 Division I athletic programs in the Southeast. However, it wasn't until 2018 that they include women's lacrosse in their league. Prior to SoCon, women's lacrosse came to Furman in the spring season of 2015, and from that season until the 2017 season, they were a part of the Atlantic Sun Conference. In 2018, the Southern Conference announced that they were launching women's lacrosse to help grow the sport. However, that was short-lived. This past summer, the Southern Conference announced they will no longer be sponsoring women's lacrosse. Furman, along with 2 other teams, Mercer and Wofford, announced that they will be new members of the Big South Conference. Senior captains Kayla Coleman and Ellie Roser have seen all this change within their 4 years of playing for the Paladins.
SoCon, we had about 5 teams, and they were all great, but then entering the Big South, there's 10 really competitive teams, so every game that we play, it's really a competition, and it's really just another test for us and another chance for us to grow, which has been really great for our team to have that opportunity 2 times a week.
This allows the Paladins to expand their competition while keeping some similarities.
like Mercer, Wofford, and so we have some of the same competition, but in a completely new level of play.
3 conference changes in 7 years sure is a lot, but these Lady Dins have been playing well with their new competitors, having a record of 3-1, currently in Big South play. We are excited to see how they continue to grow their record. Lots of home games to look forward to this Easter weekend. Friday, April 15th, softball has a doubleheader against Sanford, one at 1 p.m. and the other at 3. Men's tennis also plays Friday against Wofford at 3 p.m. Saturday, men's tennis plays again against the Citadel at noon. Softball also plays at noon against Sanford. We're wishing the women's golf team good luck as the SoCon Championships begins this Sunday and goes through Tuesday.
A 3-1 record is really impressive considering all the changes they've undergone.
Yeah, the women's lacrosse team has adapted to change very well. They don't have a lot of time to get all those games into one season.
Oh my gosh, that's right. We only have 8 class days left.
As a matter of fact, this is our last nightly news regular show.
But don't forget, we have 2 special edition shows coming up the week after next. I'm Sydney Stevens.
And I'm Kyra Cox.
We leave you with more scenes from this week.